You dig what I'm saying? And today we're going to talk about why most men never unlock their prime. Majority of men out there in the world, all of your peers, most of the people you might have went to school with, most of the people you grew up with, sadly, they'll never unlock their peak physique, their peak financial state, their peak relationships. They'll never unlock their prime. They'll never unlock their peak performance in life. They will never unlock their true potential. And we're going to break down why, and we're going to also break down how you can unlock that prime. We're going to do why, and we're going to also do how you can unlock it. You dig? So this is our problem. Not unlocking our prime. That means you took your life and wasted it. But for right now, what we're going to do is make sure this video is recording properly. We're going to make sure the video is recording properly. Excuse my little notes. But this is a breakdown. This is something I've been working on for a while. Because the thing about it is, guys, most guys never grow up. Most guys never get serious about their future. Most guys never get serious, and they always wonder why is life happening to me like this? Why is my life going like that? Because you a bitch. Because you being a weak bitch. You being a weak-minded, or you being a fucking pussy. That's why life has never works out for you, because you can't lock in. Lock the fuck in. Expecting everything to be easy. Fucking weak bitch. I hate that shit, me personally. Alright, what am I looking for right now? Oh, I need to make sure this shit is on point. Today we're going to talk about why most men... Alright, I want to make sure the sound was good. Alright. So, this is why. I'm going to put my notes down there. Step over here. Here's why most men never unlock their prime. Here's why. So the reason why is pleasure. Habits and so it's a mixture of pleasures, habits, and distractions. Also, we're going to put comfort. Comfort zones. Because see, your comfort zones, that's where all your pleasures, your habits, and your distractions are going to lie. The things that keep you comfortable. That keep you not fucking pushing yourself. Keep you not growing. You're going to hang around the people that pour into your pleasures and your habits and your distractions. The people who keep you in your comfort zones. So the thing about pleasure, habits, and distractions, we want to kill all these things because these are going to keep us from our prime. We want to gift. We're trying to get to our prime. You dig? So we're going to list what the real problem is. And the thing about pleasure, habits, and distractions, right? Most of our pleasure, our habits, and our distractions, they're developed when we're children. You dig? Or they develop when you're young. Make sure the camera angle is right. Most of these shits they're just developed when you're young. Hey, I need people to talk in the chat too. Let's see. Make sure. All right, come on now. Trying to make sure when I stepped over the shit right. Okay, it's good. Look a little crooked, but we alright. A little bit crooked. Let's see. We alright. We'll be alright. Anyway, this is something that plagues most children. when you get to a teenager, all this shit's gonna fuck you up because you're gonna think that now you're an adult and you can eat as much sugar as you want to eat. That's an analogy I like to use. It's almost like if you leave a child in the house and tell him he can eat ice cream all day, he gonna eat the ice cream all day, no matter if that ice cream will kill him. It's sweet. It tastes good. It's pleasure. It's comfort food. You dig what I'm saying? So, in order to unlock our prime as men, we're going to ignore all of this shit. All of this is stuff. All of this is all of these are distractions to take us off our habit. Take us off our track. Cause the habits, if you got destructive habits, you guaranteed to fuck your life up. Destructive habits, the chains of habits are so heavy until you can't feel them no more. You dig? So we want to make sure we're not getting wrapped up in destructive habits. We want to audit our habits. We want to audit our pleasures. Drugs, sex, fucking scrolling, dopamine, all that kind of shit like that. These are all our pleasures, and we want to limit our pleasures. As an adult male, a grown man, a leader, a guide, a protector, and provider, he cannot be controlled by pleasure and temptation. Pleasure is linked to temptation. I should have wrote that down there. Hold on. Temptation. Yeah. Temptation. Pleasure is linked to temptation. So now what we're going to do. All right. So now what we're going to do. We already got why. We're going to talk about the problem between the ages of 20 and 30 for a man. Men who are 20 in their 20s and 30s. Hold on. Is it sound on? Okay. We're going to talk about the problems between the 20s and the 30s. Oh, well, I just got a quote. Somebody just called for a quote with junk removal. Let's see.
Connect to
With that junk quote.
770-337-0895.
I have a lead generation agency.
Please press 1
I have a
to
lead
connect
generation
to
agency, and we do junk removal, estate cleanouts. So I got a call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Please press 1.
When you have finished recording, you may
70895.
I'm sorry, you can't leave a message because the person that hasn't been set up.
Okay, so no one answered. All right. Anyway. All right, the problem with the 20s and 30s. This is the most people's issue. Most people's issue is, I'm going to be honest with you. Your friends, family, just peers alone. Losers, just etc. Okay? So You gotta protect your spirit. You gotta protect your purpose. You gotta protect your destiny, right? You gotta guard your destiny. That's the problem with the 20s and 30s, because if you do develop discipline, we're gonna put, all right, no discipline. Because you're gonna need discipline, because discipline is gonna tell you when to say no to these people up here. You dig? Discipline will guard your destiny. Discipline will guard your dreams. Discipline is almost like a cheat code. It's a weapon in the face of whatever problem in life. Discipline will save you from, crumbling in the face of problems in life. Discipline will save you from loser ass friends and family members, peers who will hold you back and drain your energy. So we want discipline. So no discipline is a big problem. So also no spirituality, no alignment with the physical, mental, and the spiritual. You dig? The Trinity has to be aligned. The mind, the body, and the soul. You need alignment, because see, once you got alignment with the mind, the body, and the soul, the spirit can be strengthened, and the spirit can control the mind and the body. You dig? Because see, the thing about it is your dreams and your manifestation, all that stuff is coming from the spiritual and your potential. So your potential, your dreams, all that stuff is coming from the physical, coming from the spiritual world, from your spiritual, your soul. That's your soul encapsulates all your dreams and your potential, and the capacity to what you can grow. You dig? Your true nature. Your soul captures your true nature. Not captures it. Your soul encompasses your true nature. Your soul contains your true nature. The physical body. If the physical body is leading the soul will grow weary and dirty. The physical body has cravings. The physical body is our lower nature. Okay? So the soul is the force. You dig? The body is the horse. The mind is, you dig, the mind would be more so like air, controlled, or if it's focused, you could ride the horse. You could apply the force and ride the horse. You dig? So let's just say the mind is more so like free energy. The mind is like wild energy, right? Like chaos if you're not focused, right? So the wild energy, it has to be focused. Once the wild energy is focused, you could apply the force and ride the fucking horse. Who the fuck is this? Hold on, I got somebody at the door. The fuck? All right, this how y'all know the stream fucking live as a motherfucker, because I'm at the house. My son had his friend come try to get him. But anyway, all right. This is the problem with the 20s and the 30s. And I'm going to list some more problems. Okay? More problems. Drugs. Liquor. Miseducation. So we got 3, 4. We got drugs, liquor, miseducation. These are all problems, okay? Lust. Women. Temptation. These are all our enemies. These are all actually enemies, right? These are all spiritual enemies to stop our potential, to stop our dreams, to stop our potential. You dig? We don't want to stop our dreams and our potential because this is one of our true purposes in life. To stop our vitality. You know, these are all enemies. We want to take all this shit right here, all this shit, and we want to get rid of this shit. You dig? Because at the end of the day, the thing about getting rid of this shit is this is gonna lock you all the way in to where now you focus on. Hold on. This is how we fix the problem, right? This is how we reprogram our whole shit, right? We reprogram our mind. We reprogram our time. We reprogram our energy. This is the purpose, right? The purpose is so you can unlock this prime. This is how we're going to unlock our prime. That's how we're going to fix it. We're going to fix the problem. We got to fix the loop. We're going to fix the loop because you stuck in the cycle. You stuck in the loop right here. Hold on. You stuck in a destructive loop with your friends, your family, your peers, the losers' energy. You got a bunch of loser energy around you. And so energy is only contagious, okay? The birds of a feather are going to flock together. So if you're around a bunch of bullshitting ass people, their bullshitting ass, weak ass loser energy, their undisciplined energy is going to rub off on you. People don't like to smoke and drink and go to clubs and shit by themselves. People like to smoke and drink and hit the clubs with their friends, their family members, their peers. You dig? A bunch of weak ass loser energy. You know what I'm saying? Losers. Energy parasites. You dig? These losers gotta suck away your energy because they don't got none. They're losers. They're negative by default. A loser is negative by default. Imagine somebody losing every game they play. They losing, or they're just losing all the way around the board. So stay away from losers because energy is contagious. People with no discipline, stay away from these motherfuckers because energy is contagious. No discipline is contagious. To be around people who don't want to work out. Say if you want to hit the gym and I don't want to work out. I don't feel like it. That made you weaker just by hearing them saying they don't feel like. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it another time. Putting shit off. Procrastinators. They're holding you back. They secretly hating on you because you chosen. You need to lock in. Okay? So there's no disciplined people. We gotta get away from this shit. You dig? You're gonna have to get you some spirituality. Now the thing about religion, right? Picking up the Bible, you don't have to practice a religion. But if you read the Bible alone, the Bible gonna have a lot of deep wisdom in it that will realign your mind, your body, and your spirit. Your mind, your body, and your soul. You dig? So the mind, right? The mind is wild if it's not controlled and focused. The energy the mind is so powerful, right? The mind can do some very, very powerful things. Everything in this physical realm came from someone's mind. But the mind is also wild energy if it's not controlled. It can run wild, never satisfied, never figuring out nothing, never building nothing. Again, I'm going to say this one more time. Everything in the physical realm, everything that you can look at right now came from somebody's mind. It was an idea in someone's mind. Someone had enough tenacity. Someone had enough willpower, enough focus, enough concentration to bring forth physical things with their mind. You dig? Not no magic, not no hocus pocus, but relentless consistency with this mind. And they was able to control their energy. They was able to control the horse. They ride. So the thing about the mind's power, the mind's energy is, like I said again, the mind's energy is wild energy if it's not controlled, if it's not forced, if it's not concentrated into a certain direction or on a certain idea or a certain vision. The mind has to be concentrated. So the horse, which is the body, right? Without the mind, the body is fucking weak. The body is just a vessel that anyone can control. Anyone can ride the horse, right? If the horse is not being, if the wild energy is not being controlled by the actual soul, by the actual force, by the actual spirit. You dig? Your spirit is the force. That's the fire, right? So you need to strengthen your soul, strengthen your spirit, right? Strengthen the spirit. We strengthen the body just by default. Because it's the spirit can control the mind and strengthen the body. And that way the body is the vessel of the spirit. This is the temple of God right here, the body. This is the temple of God. The force, this is the energy of God, the light. This is the light. The mind, this is the material that we have to build with. This is the creativity, right? This is the creativity. Well, it's the mind and the soul is where we're going to bounce back and forth when we going for creativity, we're going for manifestation, when we need to bring stuff in the physical realm. The mind and our soul, we're going to control the wild energy of the mind and direct it, concentrate it. We're going to do it with the fire of the soul. So anyway, now this concept might be a little bit over a lot of people's head, but we're trying to unlock our prime in our 20s and our 30s because this is a grown man's talk. Your mind, your body, and your soul, understanding the Trinity. Understanding the Trinity is going to save your whole entire spirituality. Understanding this Trinity and placing everything in proper order. You dig? Prioritizing. This is what's going to electrify the soul. This is what's going to ignite your fire. Once you electrify the soul, the soul will rewire the body. The soul will rewire the mind, right? The fire will rewire the mind, purify all that wild ass energy and control it. You dig? And just by default, it flows back into the body. The body, now you're whole. Now you can go do whatever you need to do. You locked. You locked in. This is your prime, right? Now we're going to go to the prime. Because once you controlled all of this shit and you came through with all this positivity, now we're going to go to our prime. This is how you unlock your prime. This is how you fix the loop. How you unlock prime. So how you unlock the prime is we're going to get into this, how you unlock the prime. First off, we're going to put discipline. Doing the righteous things no So discipline is doing the right things no matter the circumstances. This is not the true definition of discipline. This is my definition. You're doing the right things no matter the circumstances. So when we're going to think about the righteous things, right? Righteous is not subjective to, oh, this is right for him and this. No. We know it's right to be fit. We know it's right to read and educate ourselves. We know it's not right to drink poison. We know it's not right to get ourselves hooked on drugs to develop destructive habits. We know it's not right, to do evil things. We know it dirties up our soul. We know the difference between right and wrong. Spiritually, morally, you know the difference between right and fucking wrong. Good and fucking bad. Light and fucking dark. You dig? Positive and negative. Loud and quiet. Hot and cold. You know the fucking difference, right? So discipline is doing the righteous things no matter the circumstances, right? Faith. Because these got to go in order. You got to have discipline before you get faith. Because if you ain't doing the righteous shit, there's no way you're going to believe that things that are unseen are real. You're not going to believe that shit that you cannot see today. You're not going to be able to control the circumstances. You're not going to be able to vision. You're not going to be able to visualize properly with no faith, with no discipline. But faith is very, very important. Can't do anything without faith. Believing. Knowing. All right. So faith, basically, faith is believing, knowing everything will work out because you understand natural law. Knowing everything will work out because you understand natural law. This is faith. So the thing about all of this, right? Discipline, faith. That's all you need to unlock your prime. That's all you really need. Now, brotherhood will make it a little easier, right? Brotherhood. And faith only works because you're doing it. Like I said, it's a key. It's like it locks into each other. Faith only works because you know you're doing the fucking right work. You know you're doing the right things. That's the only way how faith works. Without discipline, faith is fucking not, it's not real. So, brotherhood is very important. I'm gonna put brotherhood here, and brotherhood is a mirror. Other men who are on the same journey, who can mirror you, who can tell you about their problems, who can tell you about their wins, who can tell you about their losses, who can reignite your flame, who can re-electrify you. Your brothers, right, are not just people by blood. Sometimes your brothers are going to be spiritual brothers. Came to you in the spirit, right? You and him are on the same journey. Y'all trying to develop greatness. You guys are unlocking your potential together, right? You guys are sharing information. You guys are sharing insights. And at the top of all this, right, you fix the loop, how to unlock your prime. Really what you're doing right here You're following God. The prime, you're following the Holy Spirit. This is the manpower that every man is due. Comment locked in the chat. Comment locked if you with me. Comment locked if you get what I'm saying. Locked is legacy, order, control, knowledge, energy, and domination. Comment locked if you really locked in. If you really own it. Because we really own it every day. We locked in daily, 369. Until then, this is the last episode. Not the last. This is until the next episode. This shit came out kind of, you dig? But it's the last page, you dig? From this whole fix the unlock, fix the prime loop. You feel me? Now we burnt. Now I'm about to go to the guitar center, get off in the guitar, and, tickle a silk. And figure out why I keep missing these calls. You guys have a good one. Hey, y'all a good one. Locked in Daily 369.